Hi everyone, my name's Elena and welcome to my YouTube channel and my first video in fact. It's very nice to have you here watching this video. So the purpose of this account and these videos will be to share my experiences involving cross-dressing, like my journey, fashion and stuff like that. So if you have any questions or anything like that, just leave them at the bottom in the comment section and I will answer them at some point. So yeah, I've been cross-dressing now for about, well, I'm 26 now. I think I started when I was about 13. I first started I went around to my cousin's house and for a bit of fun they decided to dress me up. And I just thought to myself, why not? It's just a bit of fun. What's the worst that could happen? So she put me in a denim skirt and a girly top, and I felt very gaily about it, and you know, inside giddy, happy. But I didn't really let that show, just because I didn't want them to, you know. I guess that's when the little bit of shame first came out from cross-dressing, because even then at that age I knew that this wasn't something that was widely accepted or even understood. And being Thai myself, like there's so many lady boys in Thailand. You know, in fact Thailand is known for the amount of lady boys that they have. So I didn't want to, you know, put that out it's like straight away anyways, that I'd like doing this. So yeah, I did feel a little bit ashamed from that. So after that experience, my first time cross-dressing, I liked it. So when I ever got the chance, when I was at home, I would, you know, try on my sister's, my mum's dresses and stuff, and you know, without a wig or anything, it was literally just the clothes. And I'd be, you know, admiring myself. I'd be like, oh yeah, I look really, you know, really pretty. You know, it's one of the many reasons why I love cross-dressing, is because like the fashion side of it is very versatile. You just like men clothes are just, you know, it's just typical t-shirt, maybe some decal on it and jeans or shorts. It's nothing too exciting. So for that, the fashion side of things, it drew me in quite a lot. Um, so I got my first dress eventually when I had a part-time job. I saved up specifically to get myself a dress because I was kind of tired of having to hide and, you know, essentially temporarily steal dresses from my mum or my sister. So I wanted my own dress, and I got it from a charity store. That was one of the most scariest things I've ever done. I must have been about, you know, 16, going into the shop as a, you know, aesthetically looking like a guy, to selecting a dress that I'd like on the rack and with other people in the store as well. So I always felt like I was being judged, like there was always eyes on me. Just they were thinking like, what is this boy doing looking at female clothing? Like that doesn't align with his, you know, his gender. So I always had that in the back of my mind, and it's always made me, you know, worry about what other people think of me. And I know that shouldn't be like that. I should be confident in myself. But I guess at a young age, I was, you know, more susceptible to people's views and their judgment upon me. So anyway, I selected a dress that I liked, and I went to the cashier, and my heart was pounding. It was racing so much. I avoided eye contact with the cashier, just to avoid any awkwardness. So yeah, I purchased my first dress, crammed it in my bag, and literally just went home, tried it out, and I was like, I love it. This is great. After I got my dress, and my mum being nosy, she eventually found it. And because I had no girlfriend or any, I don't know, excuse at the time, I kind of had to say to her, look, this is my dress. I like to wear women's clothes. And you know, she didn't really understand it. I guess I didn't really understand it fully either then at that age, why I liked it and stuff. So she couldn't accept it then. and I had to continue hiding this from her, even though she knew. I had to hide it from her because I know that it made her feel uncomfortable, and I didn't want that, especially when I'm living at home. I don't want to feel uncomfortable in my own house, or their house, I'll talk more about that coming up to parents, and especially my parents' reactions to it in another video. I was I never thought about it actually before being part of a cross-dressing community, just because I didn't really use Instagram, and again I wasn't really 100% confident myself, and it was just a close. I felt like I had to kind of look the part to start being in the community, but being in the community now, I realise that no, that's not the case. Like, you can still cross-dress without the wig or like heels or whatever. You don't need that to be a cross-dresser or feel like one. You kind of set your own, how would you put it, you would just kind of set your own standards. And at a younger age I didn't understand that. I thought I had to look the part in order to be considered a cross-dresser, but I was only doing it for myself then. I mean, I still am, and in that way Instagram has really helped me become myself, or make me feel like I am myself, because I don't have to hide it. I can share my fashion, I can share whatever I like on it, and it's not going to get viewed upon negatively, because this is a very supportive community and everyone looks out for each other, which I really appreciate. So thank you to people who have helped me out on Instagram. You've given me a lot of confidence. So yeah, when I was studying in Brighton for 3 years, and that's quite well known for having a very diverse social, very diverse social, basically people with different backgrounds and stuff. Like, it's generally Brighton's very accepting of different kinds of people, which I really love. But even then, I was staying with 5 guys in a shared house, and I never felt comfortable enough to cross-dress around the house or anything, because essentially these guys, some of them were from college, but still by that time I wasn't very comfortable in myself, in my own skin, and I'm still finding out who I was, who I am. So I never came out then to anyone, so I had to again conceal it in my bedroom and keep that cross-dressing time to a minimum, basically, because it's a social life as well. I had to go out and stuff. I didn't have to go out, but I wanted to go out and have fun, mingle and stuff. Yeah, I guess I was just fearful of people judging me and mocking me, so I kept it to myself, until about 2020's lockdown. F you, COVID. It's a funny thing as well, because my parents were like saying to me, there's this trap where you go to uni and you get like kind of peer pressured, or you want to try new stuff, basically, and they were just trying to ward me off like drugs, basically, or any bad stuff like that. So I sort of adhered to the advice. I did crack. No, I didn't do crack. I cracked as in, like, I did partake in like buying marijuana or something. But mostly I spent my student loan on dresses and stuff, which made me feel a lot more. I know, it allowed me to explore myself more, basically, and find out who I am. And to be honest, that experience has reinforced the fact that I like cross-dressing. I feel like it's a part of me, and that if I didn't have it, that I would be miserable. I'd be missing this part of myself. and that's, you know, it's not a nice thing to feel, really. Like, you can't even be comfortable in your own skin or by doing what you'd like. So yeah, I moved back home after that, and I had to throw away most of my dresses I had acquired, because, you know, during transit I can't just have bags and bags upon dresses. And my mum would just be like, why do you have so many dresses? Like, she's the sort of person that doesn't see the point in cross-dressing. She doesn't see it as a hobby or anything like that. She just sees it as a distraction, or as a you know, somewhere to throw away your money, basically. She's so conservative, it's unbelievable. But again, I'll talk about that in another video, because that's probably going to be a little bit of a long one. So again, I had to come back home. I had to once again just be in my bedroom, concealing this part of me for as long as I felt like I had to, and it ate me up inside. Like, I wasn't being honest with myself. I was hiding because of the way it made my parents feel, and you know, brought on like shame and guilt. So I try to avoid that now by just keeping the cross-dressing to my bedroom. Soon after I moved back, I moved to Southampton for work, but that didn't work out there, so I had to well, I had a girlfriend at the time, actually, so I moved in with my girlfriend straight away after I was finished in Southampton. And then about a month in, after being with her and not cross-dressing for a while, because I didn't have anything there at her house, and I missed it, I told her what I like to cross-dress. She was very accepting of it. You know, I started wearing dresses around her. We were living with her parents, so obviously I still kept it in the bedroom, but I was cross-dressing in front of my ex, which was for the first time, and it was very, you know, relieving. I was very shy and embarrassed, obviously, because no one has seen me like this in person, or even through Instagram, because I didn't have Instagram at that point. So it was a very big step for me, but I'm happy that she accepted it, and I now know that, you know, this thing can be accepted, and that I shouldn't feel embarrassed about it, you know. But I guess, you know, being a very self-conscious person, I generally am, just thinking, oh, what's that person thinking of me? It's a bad habit, yeah. So yeah, we stayed together for about a couple of years, and then I had to move back home, so it was back to the environment of concealing it from my parents, just, you know, projecting myself as a full-on male, not having any cross-dressing ideas or anything. And so I felt like I had to get back in the closet, which ate me up inside a bit. Soon after that, lockdown started. I wouldn't do much at home because I was furloughed. I would just, you know, play guitar and watch Netflix, and I felt like I was missing a big part of my life, so I started to cross-dress more frequently in my bedroom, and that kind of onset me starting to find other people like me. So I started at Instagram. I didn't post stuff straight away, it was just kind of seeing what the community was like there already, and it looked like a positive one, which it is a positive community. So I eventually worked up the courage and posted a few pictures, not of my face, because I was fearful that somebody would recognize me. So yeah, I did that, posted a few pictures of myself, and received, you know, some likes and comments and stuff, and that gave me some confidence. And then I decided to get myself a wig, a few more dresses, and become more active on this Instagram, really, because a wig can totally transformed the face. So then I decided to start posting face pics as well. I would use a little bit of face app on it. I stopped using face app about a couple months ago, just because I'm now pretty much comfortable with the way I look, with or without makeup, wig or no wig. Like I don't really care. I know now it's not just the aesthetic that makes you feel like a cross-dresser. Like I could be wearing this and I would feel, you know, like I'm cross-dressing or androgynous, and that would make me feel okay. I don't have to go full-blown cardigan, you know, breast forms and dresses and stuff like that. So that really helped. At that time as well, I didn't have a name, so I asked one of my female friends, what would you call me? What would you name me if I was a female? And they said Elena, and I really took to it. One, because I liked the Vampire Diaries, and one of the main characters is called Elena. And you know, Elena, I think that's a really nice name anyway. So she dubbed me Elena, and yeah, hello. So yeah, I had abused drugs for about 4 years, and my parents obviously not being very happy with that. They trying to help me through the early years, and then eventually my dad told me, you know, you should maybe go talk to a therapist to understand why you're doing it, why you feel like you need it, and at the same time, you know, talk about your cross-dressing as well, because he was worried that I was using this as an escape. But I don't feel personally like this cross-dressing is an escape. I feel like it's a part of me. So even when I'm Elena, I'm still me. I'm not someone else completely. It seems like there's a fine line there. Maybe we'll get into that in another video. Who knows? I was worried that I didn't love myself being a man, and that's why I've resorted to cross-dressing and stuff like that, which totally isn't the case. Like, I know I have my own flaws and stuff like that, and okay, I don't love myself, but I definitely am not Elena because I don't love myself. That makes sense. So yeah, I was staying home for about a year. Then I had a job opportunity down the coast, so I decided to take that opportunity and go down there. I was staying with my boss, so I couldn't cross-dress at all, which was a tough decision initially, because I knew that what I'd be getting myself into, and that it was really difficult not to cross-dress for a while. But I'd met a girl who had told right from the start that I'm a cross-dresser, and she was very accepting of it. So if I ever got the chance to like come home, pick up a few dresses, I'd go back down there to my boss's area, and then we'll get like a hotel room and we'll just, you know, dress up together, because she was into like cottagecore and stuff like that. And so and she's non-binary, so she's in the LGBTQ community already, therefore, you know, supports all aspects of it. So I was really lucky to find someone like that. She gave me a lot of confidence in myself, enough for me to tell my friends, my close friends anyway, what I do, and they were all really accepting of it, which made me feel really happy. I just wish everyone was kind of accepting of it and, you know, less judgmental. Like, at the end of the day, I'm still me. Just because I'm wearing, you know, a cardigan, a dress, whatever, doesn't change me. It's just how I choose to present myself to whoever or whatever I'm going to be around, like Instagram or in a park or whatever. So yeah, with this ex of mine, you know, she gave me enough confidence. I went out a couple of times, cross-dressed, to like once was to the beach, and then once was a walk around the New Forest. So there wasn't too many people there, but still, I'd never gone out cross-dressed, and it, you know, it's a huge step for me. and I'm really happy that I did it. I'm really happy that she made me feel like I can do it. So I'm really grateful for that. Again, touching on cross-dress, coming out to my friends, I haven't yet cross-dressed in front of my friends, although I would definitely feel comfortable when I get the chance to, definitely. So yeah, present day, I'm working towards moving out. I'm back home, by the way. I'm not at my boss's. That didn't work out. Sorry, I forgot to say that. So present day, I'm working towards moving out as soon as possible. Really, in order to become myself, where I don't have to hide, where I feel comfortable. It'd be my own house, it'd be my own rules and stuff like that. I wouldn't have to live in fear of judgment or disapproval from parents. Yeah, and give me more of a chance to put more effort into my cross-dressing and make me feel like me. That's all that anybody wants, is to be loved the way you are. And that's no different from me. I strive for exactly the same thing. So yeah, that was a brief journey of my cross-dressing from when I was 13 to now, which I'm 26 now. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, put them down in the comments section and I'll do my best to answer them. I'm not sure how often I'm going to upload videos, just because of the living situation. Right now everyone's out, so I'm able to actually produce a video for you guys. So yeah, it's just the way it is at the moment. I'll leave my Insta link down below as well. If you want to check that out, go follow me, whatever. I'm not forcing you to. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you have a nice day. And it's been a long video, but I really appreciate you watching.